What is going on, all of my traders and investors? I hope you guys are doing well today, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about what Cathie Wood over at ARK Invest bought today, and I'm going to be giving you guys my best explanation to why the stock market is selling off in the aggressive manner that it is, and give you guys a timeline to look forward to as to when the bleeding will stop in our portfolios. So if that's something you guys are interested in, as well as being on the most honest YouTube channel on YouTube, we are talking about the most realist shit on the stock market. I'm not pumping anything. I'm giving you guys the stone cold facts. And if you guys appreciate that, hit the like button and subscribe for me. Also, I do have a Discord link in the description. That is free 99, where I send out all of my buy and sell alerts for stocks and options. Now, we have been killing it over there. We just had a 400% gain on a options trade today, and if you guys want to be part of that, like I said, link in the description. But like I always say on this channel, it is 2021 and we have no time to waste time, so let's get to it. First things first, I think we should address why the stock market has been selling off in the aggressive manner that it has been. And it really comes down to the treasury bonds. Now, the cost of these bonds has got cheaper. And keep in mind, the yield on a bond is fixed. So when it becomes cheaper, you can buy more bonds for the same price, making your yield on investment or return on investment go up. So we can see the bonds have pretty much been selling off. So it makes it more attractable for big institutions and people with a lot of money to buy bonds and get a safe fixed return on their investment. Now, we can see if the yield on this is 1.56% per year, if you put $1 million into this, you would get $15,600 on your investment per year. Now, this doesn't make sense to do if that's all you have is $1 million. You could get a much better return in the stock market, but that comes at a risk, and there's a risk to be had with stocks, right? But if you have millions and billions of dollars, it makes sense to go ahead and get a safe return on your investment with government bonds instead of risking it in the stock market. And one thing to keep in mind, probably the most important thing to keep in mind, is this is overall bullish for the economy. This is not a bad sign. Now, if bond yields were going down, which means TLT and the treasury bonds would be going up in price, you get a lower yield on your investment, that is negative for the economy. So when bonds go down, it's actually a good thing for the economy, but it will take a while for the stock market to regulate out, and we will see some winners and losers. So to me, this is a prime opportunity to buy great companies for a better price than they were the last couple of months and the last year, quite frankly. But you guys do need to be mindful and do be prepared for even bigger pullbacks going forward, probably up until the first half of the year. Now, I think overall 2021 will be a great year for the stock market, and some analysts are calling for 10% growth overall in the economy in 2021 and 2022, but this is not the time to be gambling and going full out on margin. Right now is really a time to be paying off some margin and keep margin available for use in good companies, in long-term good companies. Now, that's not to say that there's not good trades to be had, because there is, and we are making good trades in the Discord all day long. And like I said, I encourage you guys to sign up for that and join the community over there as well. Now to what most of you guys really came to this video for, and that is what Cathie Wood at ARK Invest bought today. And this comes conveniently in an email around 7 p.m. every night to what they bought and sold for the day. And you can sign up for this by going to just ARK Invest website and sign up with your email, and like I said, they will send it out about 7 p.m. every single day. But to what they bought today, they did buy a lot, they did sell a lot too. They bought more than they sold. That's what it looks like. I have not broke down every single trade that they made today. They made 44 trades, buy and sells. But one thing I do want to point out, they are buying Tesla. You see they bought 23,000 shares, 23,320 shares today, and they are buying Palantir. They bought 1,988,500 shares of Palantir. And that's what I really want to point out in this video is they are buying Palantir. And this could be why Palantir is up 5% in after hours. And there's a couple more interesting ones too, like they sold Bristol Myers, they sold Google, they that's pretty much the most important stocks on this. They sold Nvidia, bought Zoom, which was quite interesting in my opinion, and then they bought more Palantir in a separate transaction for 670,300 shares. Now, that is what I found most interesting about this, is they're buying Palantir and they're even buying Zoom, which in my opinion, Zoom is quite frankly overvalued, and they will really have to prove themselves once the pandemic is gone. But now we're going to look at their total holdings of Palantir and a couple key stocks. Now, if you guys are curious where I'm getting this information that I'm about to show you guys, it's right on their website, ARK Invest, and then under investor resources. So you guys can take a look at all that. Everything they hold, just come to funds holding PDF or funds holding CSV. I prefer PDFs. I'm a real estate agent, so I guess I'm just used to that. But first, looking at their ARK Innovation ETF. Now, I really want to point out Palantir, and just because they have been adding to it to see where they stand overall on their position. And we could see Palantir Technologies 37th in their biggest holdings, which is not bad at all considering they have 55 holdings. 37, if we come over, they hold $231,481,876 worth of Palantir. Overall, 1% of their account, or their ETF, sorry. So pretty interesting stuff right there, and they're actually adding to Zoom, another one I talked about, where they hold $615 million worth of Zoom, which is quite interesting that they are adding to this, and that is 2.67% of their account, or their, I don't know why I keep saying that, their ETF. And you guys should really come look at this if you're invested in any of ARK ETFs. So the next one is ARK Next Generation Internet ETF. Now, this is the most interesting one because these are internet companies. So what I really found interesting about this is Palantir is number 20, which still not bad because they have 54 holdings, but ARK Invest is 1.67% of their holdings at $131 million worth. Now, what I found interesting about this is Facebook is 24th on this list. So that right there shows the level of confidence they see in Palantir going forward. Now, a lot of these other companies are bigger companies than Palantir. Pretty much every single one of these are bigger companies than Palantir, so it doesn't surprise me very much. One I found interesting, Open Door is number 11, and that is 2.44% of their account at $191 million worth. And of course, Tesla is number one, like in every ETF, basically Tesla is number one. But that is really what I wanted to point out, is Palantir on this list and where they stand, because they have been adding a significant amount of Palantir on these dips, and that is why I think Palantir is up 5% in after hours. If you guys see some news about Palantir I am missing, go ahead, comment down below. I respond to every comment, so your comment will not go unseen. That is all I have for this video. I really wanted to make this as short and informational as possible, so I hope we touch base on quite a few things in the video. If you guys have anything else to add, maybe something I missed or you want to point out, comment down below. Like I just said, I appreciate you guys being here with me tonight, and have a good one. Peace out.